The court have instructed both sides to find an earlier date for a rolled-up hearing, which will be held in the second half of October, and 2 days reserved.
We have seen a very rare move made by the High Court today, which is to expedite the substantive hearing of our case to be heard sometime in the next month. Possibly earliest is the 20th of October or slightly later. This is a very rare move by a high court because obviously I think they also see that this case raises extremely important constitutional issues concerning the use of the power by the chief executive, concerning the role of LegCo as the only lawmaking body in Hong Kong, and whether the chief executive has tried to circumvent LegCo or usurp the function of LegCo in enacting this so-called anti-mass law. So there are extremely important constitutional implications coming out of this case because if the chief executive can use the emergency powers in this way, there is nothing stopping her from using it to do other things, such as prolonging the detention time and to contravene the fundamental human rights and freedom of the Hong Kong people, or even suspend elections. So I think the High Court sees the importance of this case, and that is why they have taken the rare move in allowing this case to go forward within the shortest period of time. I personally have never seen this happen before.
We would like to remind, or at the same time warn, Mrs. Carrie Lam, our chief executive, please do stop making more law under the emergency regulations ordinance. Since the court still have doubt regarding the constitutional foundation of this law, and which Mr. Dennis Kwok explained clearly. So we want her stop making unconstitutional law in the near future. And at the same time, we also urge or demand the law enforcement department to be very careful, because now the court still have doubt regarding the constitutionality of these laws, especially of the emergency regulations ordinance. So we urge them to exercise their force rationally and up to the international standard.